Imagine stepping out of a bustling street of an American city, walking through a massive wooden door, and finding yourself face to face with 1,000-year-old saints. Not a statue, not a painting, but their actual remains. Welcome to Louisville, Kentucky. Tucked away inside the historic shrine of Saint Martin of Tours, a spiritual treasure of astounding rarity awaits. Here, encased in glass and clothed in robes of martyrs, rest the almost full skeletal relics of two early Christian saints, Saint Magnus, also pronounced Magnus, and Saint Bonosa. This is a sight you simply won't find anywhere else in the United States. A complete, tangible link to the dawn of Christianity, but their story, their journey to Kentucky, is one of faith, political upheaval, and a devoted German immigrant parish. In the Catholic Church, relics, the physical remains of saints or objects associated with them, are venerated worldwide. But there are different classes. Most common are small fragments of bone or second-class relics like a piece of cloth. Full and nearly full skeletal relics are incredibly rare. In the United States, to have two sets displayed for public veneration is virtually unique. In Europe, you might find similar remains, often called catacomb saints. Catacomb saints were the bodies of ancient Christians that were carefully exhumed from the catacombs of Rome and sent abroad to serve as relics of certain saints. They were typically lavishly decorated with gold and precious stones. But for a parish in Louisville to possess such a significant treasure is a testament to the extraordinary devotion. The Shrine of Saint Martin of Tours is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This makes it one of the most accessible sacred sites in the United States, allowing the faithful and the curious to visit these extraordinary saints at any time. So this one's supposed to be Saint Bonosa. My goodness. Look at that. So who are these two figures resting in their elaborate glass cases? Their story dates back to the height of Roman persecution, most likely the 3rd century. Saint Bonosa was a Roman virgin, a young woman who refused to renounce her Christian faith. Her remains are in astonishing condition, about 95% complete. A 2012 archaeological study revealed she was a young, right-handed Caucasian woman, only about 24 years old at the time of her death. And there's a fascinating hidden detail. The stress features on her knees suggests she spent a lot of time kneeling, likely in deep prayer. Her companion, Saint Magnus, is believed to have been a Roman centurion, a soldier, a man of discipline and authority. Legend has it that he was martyred for his faith. His relics today are about 45% complete, and the 2012 archaeological study of his bones indicated he was a male, 45 to 50 years old, primarily Caucasian, with indications of Mediterranean or African ancestry, consistent with a man serving in the Roman army across the vast empire. These stories are intertwined, with some accounts claiming Magnus attempted to save Bonosa's life before both were executed. Both were originally interred in the Catacombs, where they rested for centuries, their ultimate sacrifice marked by their simple burial. How did 2 3rd-century Roman martyrs end up in a church built by 19th century German immigrants in Kentucky? The story is a fascinating blend of international politics and dedicated faith. For centuries, the saints' remains were venerated outside of Rome, in a nun's monastery in Italy. But in the late 19th century, the newly unified Kingdom of Italy was in a period of anti-clergyism and confiscated church properties. The nuns were forced to leave their sanctuary. The relics needed a new, safe resting place. At a very simple time, the pastor of St. Martin of Tours in Louisville had written to Rome petitioning the Holy Father, Pope Leo XIII, for a relic for his German American parish. He was hoping for a piece of a saint. Instead, he received a blessing far beyond his requests. The Monsignor originally asked for 1 set of remains, but Pope Leo XIII gave him 2. He sent the full skeletal relics of both saints. The remains were carefully packed and shipped, arriving at the Louisville Customs Office on December 31st, 1901. The Monsignor, overwhelmed, wrote back to Rome proclaiming, "We thank God and his saints for these great treasures, which are more to us than gold and silver and diamonds." The saints have traveled from their resting place in ancient Rome across an ocean to their final home in the heartland of America. When you visit the shrine today, St. Magnus and Saint Bonosa rest in identical glass-fronted reliquaries beneath the side altars. Their bodies are not naturally preserved. Instead, their bones have been carefully wrapped in cotton to form a human shape. Their skulls are exposed, resting on crimson pillows, a striking and powerful visual. The bodies are covered in richly embroidered robes, and a palm frond is placed with each, the traditional symbol of a martyr's ultimate victory. Their customs ensure the relics are venerated with the respect due to those who died for their faith. In 2012, both altars and reliquaries were meticulously restored. The saints were reinterred after the archaeological examination. The investigation helped solidify their historical profiles, connecting the centuries-old names with tangible human lives. This tangible, face-to-face encounter is what makes the shrine of St. Martin of Tours so unique in the American landscape. It is an authentic, unvarnished piece of early church history, sheltered in a beautiful church rich with German architectural detail, magnificent stained glass, and a famous pipe organ. So, if you are ever in Louisville, Kentucky, take the pilgrimage, step back in time, and spend a moment in the presence of these extraordinary relics. It is a profoundly moving experience that brings the distant, ancient world of the Roman catacombs directly to the American South, and all are welcome. To learn more about the shrine and its history, visit their website. And thank you for listening. And kindly let us know what you thought of these saints in the comments. Thank you so much for watching today. Make sure to check out all our videos on sacred sites and people from around the world of many faiths and worships. Make sure to spread kindness in everything you do, including the comments you make.